Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello guys, welcome to the Data Education Project video tutorial series for the ASP.NET, and in this session number 12 we are going to learn another control that was drop down list. This drop down list belongs to the list controls, and there are the three different kinds of the list controls in ASP.NET, like drop down list, checkbox list, radio button list, list box, and bulleted list. We already discussed the checkbox list in session number previous session, and the bulleted list in the previous session. Now we are going to discuss the drop down list. If you want to find the drop down list, is same basically a collection of the list item objects. Items can be added to the drop down list in the HTML or in the coded section file here. So guys, we are going to create a new project and name this project as the drop down list element here. Okay, name this application as the drop down list example. Drop down list example. Okay, now we are going to add a web form here. Right click on it, click on add, and add a web form here. Okay, name this file as a default, and here is the file. When you open the Microsoft Visual Studio for the first time, then it will take some moments to load the files. Data education drop down list example. Now we are going to the design mode, and we use a label. Here is the label, and change the text label to select your education degree, final education, you can say that. And now we are select this drop down here. When you click on this, once again you can see that we have a same code, just like ASP checkbox list and ASP bulleted list. We have another method to write down this code in the design mode. In the previous section, we are going to learn how to add the list item by using the coding in that source code. Now we have another method. This method can be applied on the all 5 list item controls, either it was bulleted list, drop down list, checkbox list, radio button list, whatever. So we will go to the items, and when you click on this is the collection here. Then first of all you will need to add a new member here. Here for example, I will give the PhD, and that will be the value. Next one is the MS, and this is the value. If you want to change the value, then you can say MPhil, something like this. And next one is masters, graduation, FSc, and the last one is the metric here. For example, when you click on OK, then you can see that if the drop down values are here, and the source automatically created the values for you. You can see this. And if you run this application, then you can see that you can select the values, only one value within the drop down list here. So one thing is very important, that we can also connect these controls, bound these controls with the you can say that with the database and the XML and other methods that were discussed in some other session of the ASP.NET. Wait for a few seconds. Okay, you can see that this has the values, and but you can only select one value from the drop down list. Similarly, if you want that whenever the program will be loaded, the values will already be selected. For example, we will use graduation as a selected mode. So how we can use this? We just go to the graduation and add the property selected is equal to true. When the page will load, then this property will be you will see that the graduation will be automatically selected here. Similarly, we will discuss the enable property, and if you will use enable property is equal to false, then it means that you will not select that item from the drop down list here. So you can see that the graduation was first of all selected. Either there was a PhD masters, it was not on the arrangement behavior in this way. And similarly, we can also use to add the item list by using the code here. And for example, we are going to add another for example, label gender, and we need to add another drop down list, and I will name this drop down list as a gender list, whatever it's gender list, for example. And now when the page was loaded, it was up to us that when page was loaded, and here we will add the values in the page load function. Now here we will use list item and create the new object for the mail list data, whatever is equal to new, and list item is the object of list item, and here is the gender male, and the value will be m. Similarly, we will create this method is used to create the list on the compile time. New list item female, and the value will be f here. Now we will add this value in the gender list we have created dot items dot add method, and here we will place the value male list data. Similarly, once again gender list dot items dot add female list data. This is another way by which we can add the values in the list items, either that was multi-list, checkbox list, or whatever. So we have three methods. Either we will write the HTML code in the source file, or either we will use the design mode, or either we will use the other method. So you can see that it's a male or female you will need to select here. But this is another problem. There is another problem resides which will be discussed here. For example, you can see that we have a button here, let's suppose, and we use this button as submit button. Now run this program, and I will show you that what kind of error you will face if you will not follow this thing. If you will click on the button, then you will see that in the start that was very nice. There the only two values, male and female, but when we submitted and the page was reloaded, then you can see that this become double. When we once again submitted it, then it will become thrice time, and when we again it means that the values are showing again and again and again. Why this happened? Because we have write a code, then whenever the page was load, it was adding the values here. So whenever the first time page load, it will add this, I create these two instances and add into the list, and the remaining list was remain the same. So to avoid this thing, we just need if not is post back method. And if you will write the code in this condition statement, then this thing was not happening again. You will see that either you will press the button or whatever, only that once data was shown, because if data was not is post back, it means that it was reloaded, then it will be same whenever the page was in. Now it's correct. Why? So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Please subscribe our channel for further videos and information. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial very well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.